Hi, my name is John, and I'm going to be showing you how to use the Pokemon Legends Arceus bot, because a lot of people seem to be putting in requests and stuff, and those requests seem to be failing. And I'm going to here to show you exactly how to fix some of that. Uh, so first thing you want to do is make sure you go into the Discord server. Obviously, that's what I'm doing. What we're going to do is we're going to put a file on here from PKHex, and the reason for that is so we can get the correct format. Okay, so we're going to choose Arcane. Now, keep in mind that if you're trying to get an alpha, it's not going to display it because that is just something with the bots. That is the way they're programmed, and they just don't put that information in there like they should. So I'm going to show you exactly how it needs to look, so that way you can actually get your requests without any issues. Now, alright, right here where it says Arcane-HISUI. Okay, that is the region for the game. Now, because this Pokemon is in other games, that's why they did that. So, if you want to get this particular Pokemon species from this region in this game, it has to look like this, or it has to look like this with the dash H. So, as long as you put that dash H, you'll be getting it from there. Now, keep in mind that PLA does not have abilities, so you can just delete that. That is something from Pokemon Sword and Shield as well as Brilliant Diamond. They all have abilities, but Showdown seems to put that in there for some reason. We don't know why. That we didn't make it. So the only thing I can suggest is just delete that. And always in Pokemon Legends Arceus as well as Brilliant Diamond and Shiny Pearl, uh, they don't use the square shiny. That's only in Sword and Shield. So it just needs to say shiny yes. Now the next thing to keep an eye on is this right here. Uh, any ball that you want it to be in needs to have the LA with the name. So if you wanted to say LA Great Ball, that's what you would do. If you wanted to say Ultra Ball, that's the way it would have to look. Uh, so you could change the nature, you can change the moves, but the moves got to be valid. I see a lot of people that are requesting moves that are not in there. So this is what I usually do. So I usually head over here and I go to Google, right? And I'll type in move set, right? Now, you don't just go to any one of them. You want to go to the one. Yeah, this is it right here. This is the Pokemon database and stuff. This is usually where I go, because it lists it for this particular generation. And so it says, uh, Brilliant Diamond, Shiny Pearl. You want to make sure you select Legends Arceus. Okay, now see, these are all the moves by level up, and these are all the tutor up moves. Okay, so that's what it has to be. You can't just, such as going to like Smogon, and like this is for Sword and Shield, for example. And go right here to where it says moves, and just basically start picking off this list, or even go to the one on Showdown, because some of these moves are not valid. They are not valid in Pokemon Legends of Arceus. It's just not valid, and so you can't use those kind of moves. So you want to make sure that you head to this site. This is a site that I use all the time for moves, and it's the Pokemon database. And I'll go back. See right here, it's Pokemon db.net Pokédex. Pokédex stat moves, evolution, and locations. and this one is the one for Arcane. But by default, it's automatically set on Brilliant Diamond and Shiny Pearl. So you just need to go ahead and just switch it right here and just click on this tab right here that says Legends Arceus. And see, these are all the moves that are valid. So don't listen to Showdown. Don't listen to Smogan. Listen to this site right here, because this site has never failed me. It's never been wrong. It's been valid every single time. You got to make sure you pick valid moves, or your request will get declined. So this is one of the things I wanted to show you. Because this seems to be a problem quite a bit that I've been noticing. And so now that we got that out of the way, uh, so we'll just take this move right here, for example, and we'll copy it. And we'll change it to Flamethrower. Now, if you want it at a specific level, then you also need to do your due diligence and make sure. But this Pokemon right here that we're speaking of only evolves when you give it a Firestone. Basically what you need to do is you can put the level at, I'll even try it at level 15 and see what it does. But it should accept it without any issues. Okay, now here's another thing to basically also keep in mind is sometimes if it can't find it at that particular level, it'll also decline the request. But here's another format that you definitely want to make sure you have, because this is not included with the bots. The bots will not display that information when you upload a file without a trade command. Now, keep in mind that the reason this bot is displaying the OT and TID SID is because it's a fork bot. Not all bots will display anything except for the name, the OT, the language, the shiny and the ball, and the level, and of course, the nature and the moves. And that's it. It won't display this information right here. That's because I'm using a fork bot, so it does that. But if I just went ahead and got rid of this, because this is just for learning purposes, then this is exactly what it should look like. It should look exactly like that, just like this. And just to make sure that we have our requests and everything else correct, I'm going to be using PK Hex to validate, just so I don't have to go through the whole trading crap, just to show you guys exactly how to do that. And so what you want to do is you want to type, I'm going to be using this one for convert. For you guys, it'll be $ trade, and just make sure you push one space and that's it. But for completion purposes and to make sure that we have everything correctly, yeah, see, this is the error I was talking about. Requested level is lower than the minimum level of Arcane. Minimum level is 26. So what we do is I will go ahead and remove that so people don't really see that. So what we do is we change this right here to 26. Yeah, I'm just uploading this just to show you guys again what it actually displays for my bot. And see, this is what it displays. It displays all the OT, TID, and SID information. So now that you guys have seen that again, I just wanted to make sure that you guys saw that in case I was too quick on deleting it earlier. So now we're going to go ahead and paste all this information. And see, it says I wasn't able to create a requested shiny value type is not always possible. That is an error with the set itself. And so if something isn't right on the set, that's exactly what it's going to do. So we will go ahead and upload this yet again. And again, we're going through these steps. I'm doing a lot of the mistakes on purpose so you guys can kind of see the mistakes that you guys are constantly making a lot and you don't realize that you're making them. And so this is what we want to do. So we want to and see this right here where it says alpha. Yes, that one must be set like that because it doesn't, as you can see from the information that it gave me, it doesn't include whether it's an alpha or not. And that's just something with the bot. It's supposed to read the file and give all the information, but it's the way the bots are programmed and the way they're coded. And see, there it goes. It says the lowest level is 26, but if you guys really pay attention, the only thing I changed with this was the top part here. That was the only thing I changed was the top part. And watch, I'll do it again and I'll put it back the way I had it and because that's the only thing I actually mess with, and then I change the level from 15 to 26, and so then I put the level to level 50. But now we're gonna try it at level 40 and see what it does. Again, it's something you got to play with it. But here's something importantly. You must have that H right there. That H is so important. If you do not have that -H, it will not give it to you from this region and it will tell you that it's unavailable in the game because it thinks you're requesting the old one, which of course you're not. But it doesn't know that. So that's something to definitely keep an eye on. And so right here it says alpha yes, hardy nature, and I've already showed you guys how to look up the moves really good. And so with that, we're gonna go ahead and press enter. Yeah, see, level 40 is a no-no. So again, and that's the only thing I changed. So I will do it again. See, there you go. And we're gonna go ahead and download that so that way you guys can see exactly what I did. So that way you can basically judge for yourself. Alright, so we've got PK Hex pulled up. We're going to go to downloads. And we're just going to drag the file over here. And as you can see, it's legal. It's got the star, which means it's shiny. And there it is. And see, there's a level 52. Exactly what I set it for. It's also in an Ultra Ball, as you can see. And all the stats by default are all 31s and 7s, unless you specify otherwise. And see, there's the flamethrower move that I chose. That's irrelevant. That's just if you don't put an OT, it'll automatically do PK Hex or something. That's just normal. So okay, we'll go ahead and delete that, and we're gonna go ahead and try try another one. Just going to remove all these crazy messages here. Also, you need to keep in mind that when you are requesting Pokemon, you've got to make sure that you double check and actually go to the website that you saw earlier in the video that I showed you, because you got to validate the moves. I'm seeing too many people too many people, with stuff like this. So here's another one for you. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna go to bravery. Yeah, it seems to be another one that people always seem to mess up on. Now, bravery can only be male. It cannot be female. Don't know if everybody knows that. So again, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do the same thing that we did before. Right here, this seems to be male, which I did not put in my other Pokemon set, and so I will go ahead and actually do that one too. Because if you put it as female, you have to change. You have to change both things. So here we are. Okay. Now it has to be in parentheses like that. We know that, but all you have to really do is put the dash H and then the F. So again, I already showed you all this. So what we need to do is put. Okay, now something we didn't do. Okay. And looks like we got everything we needed. And so now we're going to go ahead and put convert. And I'm only using convert just to show you guys so I don't have to go through the trading motions, and wait and all that. So that way I can do everything in this video. And so we want to copy everything in case there's a mistake. You guys already know about the level. I've showed you guys the level. We're not gonna, if you don't put a level, it's automatically going to put it at level 100. So keep that in mind. If you do not put a level, it will automatically be at level 100. Also, if you put it at level 50, it's also going to put it at level 100 because the bots are tied to PK Hex and the plugins. And they have programmed it to basically say that if you request at level 50, it's going to hypertrain it, which means it has to be at level 100. So when you're requesting Pokemon, don't put level 50 unless you are comfortable having to put a little bit of extra lines. And I will show you that. Actually, I'll show you that now. So when you have to use batch commands is basically what it is. I'm going to show you another easier way because I don't have time to go through all that. We're going to go to batch editor. Now, let's see. You want to put hypertrain flags, and you want to make sure that's 0. And then you want to yeah, mark value should also be 0. Let me double check it. And met level. Yeah, so see right here. Mark value is 0 and hypertrain flags is 0. I wanted to double check it because see right here, this is what the current one has. I don't know why it has that number, but it's actually just supposed to be 0. So if you want to request it at level 50, I'm going to show you how to do that. So that way it's not hyper-trained. I don't know exactly why it does that, but that's just the way that PK Hex decided to program it. So they have to go, these lines right here have to go right under nature. So wherever the nature is, that's where they have to go. So if you wanted to put level level 50, you could do that as long as you have the hypertrain flags at 0. The mark value is so that way, This is the mark. This is see, these are the mark value stuff. So if you don't want the mark stuff, I can remove them because I'm on PK Hex. But if for you guys, you can't exactly remove that. You know, so if you don't, you can in the game. That's what you'll have to do. Is you have to remove it in the game. But if you don't want to remove it in the game, and you don't want it on there to begin with, this is the way it should look. And so we're gonna go ahead and copy that, and we're gonna go ahead and press enter. And here we go. Looks like I closed it out. We can bring it right back up. Alright, so yeah. The reason it came at level 100 is because there's also another line, and so that can get a lot complicated, and so it didn't hypertrain them, so that did work. So it is working, but there's another line that you have to add, and I believe the line is. Yes, it's current level. And so if you want it at 50, well, the Pokemon's not in there, so we'll do it again just so you guys can see that it does work. Yeah, because it's only in here, it wasn't in the box. And see, now it's at level 50. So yeah, so that's all you have to do on that. But if that doesn't bother you and it doesn't, then you don't need to worry about that. So we're gonna go to our next one, which is bravery. I had to stop to show you guys that. So you'll just press enter. I'm just gonna press enter without the trade command because obviously I'm just trying to show you how to do showdown text. That's the whole goal of this video. So you don't even need a desktop to do this. So what you want to do is I'm going to copy the exact format of what it needs to be. Also, I'm going to make sure I hit convert. This is something that you must make sure of. It needs to have this -H. So when you're typing in a Pokemon, okay, and you just want the Pokemon, you don't care about nothing else, you need to make sure that it says this right here. Okay, if this is all you care about, that's the only line that it should say. It should basically only say, I trade, $ trade space bravery -H and the M in parentheses, and that basically tells it, if it's going to be male or female. But bravery can only be male, as far as I know. And so that right there is key. This is where everybody seems to mess up on, right there. So what we're going to do now is, again, the ability does not matter. So I usually delete them because it doesn't matter. Alright, so you also want to make sure this is another thing. It needs to have this line right here, and it also needs to have these two lines as long as it is alpha. If it's not alpha, it won't give it to you in alpha. Or if it can't be an alpha, it won't give it to you in alpha. So these two lines, shiny yes and alpha yes. Those are the two that you have to do. Yeah, I always copy it, and when I'm doing a video like this, in case I make any mistakes, I can actually clear them up. I don't have to retype everything. It's a brilliant idea, and I definitely recommend everybody doing it. And in case your set is wrong, you can try to go and figure out what you're doing that's wrong. So we're going to press enter, and boom, it gave it to us right away. And we're going to go ahead and download that file so you guys can check my work with me and making sure I'm doing it right. So that way you guys, that way you know. Okay, so we're going to load up PK Hex again. Again, I'm only using PK Hex for you guys just to show you guys that. Also, if you're trying to use certain tools of PK Hex, you need to make sure it's purple and not red. Plugins don't load sometimes, and all you have to do is reload it. Ta-da! See, it's purple. Alright, so we're just going to drag this over here. And sure enough, see, everything came out right. I didn't put a level, so it just gave me the 100. But see, there's the green check mark. There's a star, it's shiny, and it's an alpha. I also requested it to be in a great ball. It automatically gave that to me. All the stats are 31 and 7s. And all the moves that I requested, let me check the moves. Brave Bird, Hurricane, Roost, and Double Edge. Look at that. All of that is the same. So that is exactly how you guys do it. You guys, what you guys are doing is when you're requesting a Pokemon, you're just doing this. This is what I see constantly. Is right here. See where it says I trade bravery? That's what you guys are doing. And see, it says, oops, I wasn't able to create a bravery. Bravery is unavailable in the game because it thinks you're talking about the original bravery. It doesn't realize that you're talking about the new form bravery. The new region bravery. So the bot doesn't know that. So that's why the bot's going to tell you that. One more thing before I go, because a lot of people seem to not realize that this thing can also, when you're doing it, it has to be male and female. So we're going to do this actually twice to make sure that we got it right. So here we go. We're going to go ahead and add the alpha line. Okay, so we got alpha. And we're going to do it this way. We don't have to delete that part I just deleted, but I'm doing this because it'd be easier for you guys. And so we're going to do this twice because I'm going to do it once male and once female. Because that seems to have an effect on it. Yeah, I must have had the highlight still on. Sorry about that. Okay, so we're going to put convert. For you guys, instead of the word convert, it should say trade. For me, it's convert because that way I can check the work. Alright, there we go. Alright, so see, this is the one that we just did right here. And see, right here, it's male. Right? You saw that, right? It's male. And let me see what I requested because I copied and pasted. Yep, see, I put male. Now watch. If I put female, and I'm just going to check the PK Hex one more time. Yes, on PK Hex, it'll show square, but in the game, it's only star. Yeah, so it is definitely male because that is male and that is female. Okay, so we're going to hit it again. And my computer. There we go. I was just having a little bit of a glitch there. Okay, convert arcane H, and we're gonna change it from male, and we're gonna put female. There we go. All right, now let's go ahead and hit it. And there you go. So yeah, technically, sometimes it'll put it at square, sometimes it'll put it at star. It can be square. It's legal on PK Hex for you to do it that way, but you'll never see it in the game. So it's just best to have it at stars. Because when you put it into the game, it actually is a star. It's not square. So again, thank you guys for watching. I'll put the link to the Discord into the description. So that's basically what you do. You can watch this video as many times as you like to make sure you get it right. Make sure you research your moves, and you should be good to go. Thank you guys for watching. I'll put the link in the description.